Mm,
Hello, good afternoon, because it's high noon my time. And welcome to Coffee Talk with Andrea and Ashley from HFNC. Um, First thing we'd like to talk about is, in case were unaware, um, HFNC has now moved our board meetings. Instead of having a board meeting each and every month on the second Tuesday of the month, we actually have them every other month. So for the month of February, do not expect to sign on because we will not be having a board meeting this month. However, we will be having one in March, on March 8th. And along with that, I would just like to say that part of what we want here at HFNC is for our community to feel engaged and to feel like your questions possibly that you have about why certain things are done a certain way, or actions that the board maybe has approved or taken, are taken seriously. And so we genuinely want to ask you that if you in fact have any questions that you would like to pose and have answered on the next board meeting on March 8th, please make sure to email me, Andrea.Orozco, Andrea dot O-R-O, Z as in zebra, C as in cat, O, at hemofoundation.org. We absolutely, I will pass those questions along to the board. You do need to get them to me by March 1st so that the board has a chance to look them over and form their answer. And absolutely, we will be happy to go ahead and have those questions answered on March 8th. Also, we've scheduled 30 minutes before the board meeting that starts at 6 o'clock till 6:30. So the board meeting starts at 6:30, but from 6 p.m. till 6:30 is what we call community time. And it's a time for, if you log on to that Zoom meeting and you have other members of the community that log on, that you can get together and talk, and we can, you know, funny stories get told and people are just able to connect because, it's on Zoom, but it still gives you a wonderful opportunity to be able to connect with others within the community. So I want to remind you about the community time that starts at 6 p.m., 30 minutes before the actual board meeting from 6 until 6:30. Want to remind you that coming up March 12th is going to be our Zoom virtual family camp. We will be having our in-person family camp later on in the fall, but to remind you to please register for our virtual family camp. We have an hour and a half of incredibly valuable, very good, fun information to share with our families. And when I say it's family camp, it may be a family that has a new diagnosis as a part of your lives. It may be families that have been a part of the HFNC community and the bleeding disorders community for some time. But we absolutely invite you, please check on our hemofoundation.org on our webpage to register for that. The first information has gone out to the families to remind them about it, and the Zoom invites will be going out. And we are going to be offering Grubhub cards or some other food cards, DoorDash possibly, for families that are participating that particular day. So please be a part of that. As well as we are having wraps, bandage wraps that we're going to be sending out, because that's a part also of the actual program that day. So families that are signed up will be receiving those directly from the foundation. Also coming up, June 25th, we have our Asian Infusion. Our Asian Infusion, we missed last year. We are going to be having that in person this year. Is going to be taking place in San Mateo. The children, with the main topic is that children with bleeding disorders in China are unfortunately very systematically moved into orphanages oftentimes, and And therefore their issues are exacerbated even further because they're not getting adequate care. So U.S. families have stepped up, and we have some U.S. families that we are familiar with here, and we are going to be having them be our guest and talking about adopting children with hemophilia from China. So learn more about it. You might want to become involved yourself. So everyone is welcomed. It is an Asian-inspired event, but everyone is welcome. Please see the hemofoundation.org webpage for our events to register. And I'm going to turn it over to you, Ash.
Got it. Thank you. Speaking of families and getting together, we have an opportunity for our bleeding disorders family to get together on February 24th. That's a Thursday night from 6:30 to 8 p.m. If you're in the South Bay area of Monterey, Tarpe's is our spot. So come down, meet us, learn about gene therapy from BioMarin. We'd love to see you. We have quite a few people registered as well. It's going to be safe. We've got masks, we've got table spacing, we've got sanitizer, and we've got testing and the whole 9 yards. So it's a way to have some safe fun and get back together again. I think he's interested. He would really like me to tell you about the Female Factor Retreat. We're over half full. If you want to go, if you've been thinking about going, please register. We have Dr. Amber Federico. I know he likes her too. We have the entire HTC team from Stanford Treatment Center coming to do roundtables and to introduce themselves. We have Debbie De La Riva coming to teach us about anxiety and how to train the monkey mind. And we have Five Branches Institute coming to give us massage, acupressure, and acupuncture. So if any of those things are interesting to you, please go to hemofoundation.org events and register for that event, which we held in the Redwoods in the Santa Cruz Mountains. It's beautiful. I think that was it. Oh, one more thing. March is Bleeding Disorders Awareness Month, and you need to register for a kit. You just sign up on the website, hemofoundation.org events. You can get a kit. I can help you have your city declared. March is Bleeding Disorders Awareness Month. It's the easiest thing to do in the world. It's over email, and you'll be so glad you did. So again, you guys know how to reach us. Great to see you. Cheers. Bye.